So the fucking ignoramus known as Blue Balls was back with another post. It's getting weird too. She be posting lots of knife emojis lately. Ho, what the fuck? You feeling murderous lately? This hoe seemed to have an obsession with knives. Strange. Doesn't surprise me. She probably sit there sharpening them while listening to her crush with her tongue hanging out like the bunny boiling skank she is. Ha 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 ha. So of course this post makes absolutely no fucking sense. Her arms must be killing her because she really been reaching for something lately. I guess she felt she needed to try and find a more recent clip, and this was the best she could do. She clips things that no one else would think anything bad about and then has to make shit up alongside it to explain why others should find it offensive. Ha 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 ha. What a fucking idiot. So she writes,
"If the clown shoe fits Leona will, of course be right there awkwardly over-explaining it. 3 decades long."
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
like, why would you even waste your time writing something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? And not only can this hoe not write or punctuate properly, she also can't count. If someone is in their 40s, 3 decades would put them back into their early teens, not their 20s, you fucking idiot. So somehow this clip is supposed to line up with whatever the fuck she wrote up there, but as per usual, it doesn't even make sense.
That they were talking about my daughter, because it just goes to show how fucking jealous and pathetic they are.
I don't understand why she always thinks everything comes back to jealousy. Like, why would anybody be jealous, no offense, of your daughter? Like, I have no reason to be jealous of a 21-year-old fucking kid. Like, absolutely no reason. To be honest, I would never want to go back to fucking my early 20s or even like my mid 20s. I feel like those were like really fucking hard times in my life. No thanks. Honestly, if I could have fucking go back to any age, it would either be like 16 when like literally you didn't have to worry about anything in life, you know? Or I would go back to my 30s. If I had to pick an adult time in my life that I would want to go back to, it would be like my early 30s. I feel like that was the time in my life where I just had my son, you know, he was a baby. I was like, it was probably like the best time, the prime of my fucking adulthood, you know, was in my early 30s. 20s were horrible for me. I had a fucking horrible time in my 20s. So I would never want to fucking relive my 20s again. It was like the only good part of my 20s was my late 20s where I met my husband. Well, we started dating. I met him when I was like 13, but I'm just saying, like, that was probably the better part of my fucking 20s. But before that, I had so much shit go on in my 20s. I would never want to fucking go back to that time in my life. It was terrible. Fucking terrible. But nobody's jealous of like a 21-year-old kid, Laura. Like, we've been there and done that before. We all made mistakes in life, you know? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Wow, another clip showcasing absolutely nothing. Ho, no one gets it. No one understands what you're thinking when you clip this shit. I mean, get out your pitchforks and torches. She wouldn't want to go back and relive her 20s. Ha 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 ha. This bitch is a monster. If any clip be showcasing what a piece of shit she is, this one right here be the one. Blue balls, you are severely mentally challenged. Really? No one gets this shit. No one is riding with you. That is why you only get 3 likes and 0 comments on your posts. And all 3 of those likes is probably you from whatever other accounts you have. Ha 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 ha. And so, because her dumb fucking ass can't find anything relevant to actually make this bitch look how she wants to portray her, she has to make shit up like the pathetic slop bucket she is to go along with her clips. Loser.
Leona's 20s were the worst. She spent the decade on her brother's other girlfriends.
As this skank spends her time on a stranger on the internet she's never met or spoken to before. Ha 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 ha. Can't make this shit up. So here's today's post. Once again, she trying to promote a channel to her non-existent audience. Emily seems quite triggered today. I wonder what got her wrinkly vagina elbow all up in a bunch. I also wonder if she sold her Barbie dream house yet. Emily is not only a life coach, a housekeeper, and a photographer who worked in law and medical, but she's now a real estate mogul as well. Ha 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 ha. She's selling Barbie dream houses out from under her kids' feet for a quick fix. She's trying real hard to expose things by posting clips of already public videos. Imagine wasting this much time when you have all these successful businesses to run. By the way, I have to point out how funny again it is that she has so many pics and recordings of this bitch on her phone when she said this in the past.
How do you have any storage on your devices with all these screenshots for years? That would be the day I'm paying to house these idiots' comments. Who cares who it is? Truth comes to light eventually.
Well, now, not only does she house pics of Leona, but videos of close-ups of her mouth. She better hope Chucky never goes through her phone and sees her mouth fetish collection. Ha 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 ha. What a creepy skank. So anyway, Blue balls be over here thinking she have the bigger platform, so she trying to promote this shit to all for people who watch. When in reality, no one is biting. It's actually funny to watch these two idiots try to ping pong back and forth to one another. So once again, blue balls be writing shit, thinking the 3 people that will actually read it have any clue what the fuck she's even talking about. Of course, this should be all over the damn place, starting on one thing and ending up on the other side of the galaxy. This hoe can't stay on topic if her life depended on it.
Totally normal. This is probably the 4th time she spoke to her.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This is why Leona's whole family doesn't talk to her.
Ha 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 ha. This is like the 5 zillionth reason you've given as to why her whole family doesn't talk to her, as if you've ever spoken to any of them. So of course now we will get to see a glimpse of how disorganized and scattered brained this hoe is, because the next sentence doesn't even fit in this paragraph or make any sense with what she previously said.
She's trying to change history. Like she wasn't doing this crazy shit to Laura.
Like, what? Huh? This doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck are you even talking about? Where is she trying to
change history?
Like she wasn't doing what crazy shit to the purple hoe? Like, what the fuck is you even talking about? Hoe, your brain is cooked. So anyway, let's see if this clip somehow explains what she's trying but failing to articulate here.
I hate his wife. I despise her. I loathe her. I didn't even know what hate was until this girl came into my life. I've disliked people, but this girl, I've actively hated her to the point where I used to scare myself because I would have visions of me running into her and grabbing her, pulling her down and beating the shit out of her, stomping her face into the curb, and then leaving her bloody. When I would see these people, I could feel my blood rushing through my veins. I wanted to beat the shit out of this girl so bad to the point where she would have to be hospitalized and wouldn't be recognizable to her family anymore. Like, she would need facial reconstruction. I wanted to beat the shit out of her to that point. And it was a little scary that I would get thoughts like that. But I was so angry at this point in time, it's a good thing I didn't run into her alone. I used to literally walk around with a black hoodie on all the time because I was like, if I run into this bitch, she's getting beat down. Big time. No way. It's impossible. I hate his wife.
Yup. None of this helps Blue Ball's post make any sense. What the fuck does any of that have to do with the purple skank? I'm lost. Anyway, I'm sure neither of these people have ever gotten angry at anyone in their lives and wanted to give them a beat down. Remember Tough Guy Emily, who was threatening to show up to a child's sporting event because she was called a troll. She was so mad over a stranger's words on the internet that she said this.
Leanna will meet me the next time she comes to Buffalo. Trust me, she will cry about it for weeks. 100.
Ho, what the fuck your corny ass going to do? Throw soccer balls in a Stanley Cup at a bitch? Hit her with a flying vagina elbow? Sit your stupid ass down, ho. Ain't no one scared of your frumpy ass. But you want to talk about psychotic, stalking behavior. Yours is about as psychotic as it gets. At least this hoe want to beat a bitch that actually did something substantial to affect her life. Your ass be but hurt over words on the internet. Ha 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 ha. Idiot. And it get even more psychotic. Not only did your stupid ass threaten to show up at a child's hockey game over words on the internet, you was also making threats to contact her child's hockey league. Talk about psychotic stalking behavior. Why the fuck do you even know what team and league her son plays for? She never shared that information here. You is clearly stalking a child, you fucking weird skank. As evidenced by your dumb ass when you accidentally showed your camera roll. By the way, happy stalker-versary. You've been at this for well over a year now. That shit happened last January. You've now been officially obsessing over a bitch for an entire year. Congrats. Oh, and let's also not forget that this same psychopathic cunt was making crank calls for months from a blocked number. Yikes. All this over a stranger who called her a troll online. Anyway, so, much like the purple skank, these dumb bitches do themselves no good favors, but they also suck at just about everything they do. Take this for instance. They got people in their comments who be psychic. Somehow, even though her brother wasn't even mentioned in this clip at all, this random person knew exactly who she was talking about. Ha 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 ha.
All this for her brother's wife. Seems like she's speaking on her ex's new wife. This is very sus.
Well, I'm pretty sure she said her ex died of an overdose, so I highly doubt he'd be getting married anytime soon. But what seems really sus is the fact this random person know exactly who she was talking about, even though they weren't mentioned in the clip at all. What's also sus is that this person also doesn't know how to punctuate, spell, and use periods, just like someone else. Ha 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 ha. So Emily writes back.
She literally had no clue as to why no one in her family wanted to talk to or deal with her. LOL. Leona is not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Says the dumb bitch who was trying to brag about her box seats at the world's most rundown hockey arena and foolishly ended up exposing herself. Which, by the way, seems Chucky wasn't too happy with his season tickets back in 2019. Ha 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 ha. Oops. And here this idiot is bragging about this shit in 2025. But I forgot, she's not Emily. It's all just a coincidence that they both worked in law and medical, that they both have husbands who are hockey coaches, and that they both have season tickets to the worst hockey team in New York. She just using Emily's life details as her own, right? And she wants to talk about not being the sharpest knife in the drawer. Jesus, take the fucking wheel already. It's funny how she chose this clip as well and be talking about how her family don't talk to her after I just put this in my last video.
Well, when my son was a small child, when he was a toddler, she was, my babysitter for him. Mm-hmm. I realized that she was doing the same manipulations with my son that she had done to me as a child with my father, and that scared me. And so I made the decision after my daughter was born that I couldn't allow that to happen. It was too scary for me that my son might feel the same way towards me as I did towards my parents, and I wasn't going to allow that, and so I excused her from our lives.
You wouldn't happen to be triggered by that or anything, would you, ho? You just keep proving more and more that you are Emily. You getting mad because you was trying to criticize a stranger like your life is so damn perfect, but clearly you don't just have issues, you have an entire subscription. Emily has enough baggage to fill an airport. Ha 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 ha. I bet Chucky has to carry all of it on his back. This hoe thinks she doing something by exposing already public videos that's on a bitch's channel who shared her face and name, when really, you're the idiot that's only helping to further expose yourself. You're the one trying to hide behind an anonymous account. You're the one being exposed and you're too stupid to see it. I love watching these dumb hoes repeatedly run headfirst into a wall. They're the definition of cutting off your nose to spite your face. Ha 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 ha. And I'm loving every second of it. I really don't know which one is dumber in this situation. It's hard to tell. Is it the one who cannot write, articulate herself properly, or organize her thoughts, or the one who makes up their own words like this?
Imagine being this Rajana to put this online.
Imagine still being in your 30s having deeper marionette lines than that old bitch, Tracy the Lie, and also thinking it's cool to say words like
Dumina
and
Regina.
Ho, you is a stank.
Vagina.
Who gets?
No wiener.
Nobody else is in on your joke of adding Ina to the end of things. It's lame, ho. We don't get it. Must be a Buffalo thing.
Black hooded stalker.
I'd rather be an alleged black hooded stalker than a proven child stalker like yourself. Remember when you said this?
You're deranged. I don't care enough to drop anything on you. I'm just going to come see the
name of child's team that was never shared on this platform.
Play the next time they're in Buffalo, and you can say that to my face.
Well, that aged well, just like Emily herself. Ha 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 ha.
Satan is still the MVP.
That's what you think. Anyway, figures that one psycho bitch would be rooting for another psycho bitch. This whole fucking insanely stupid.